Welcome everyone to another discussion video, and today's topic is the Sonic Cinematic Universe. Yes, you heard right, the movie world is expanding. First, let's talk about the Super Bowl trailer spots for the second Sonic movie, as it contains new footage. Let's start with the one that came out the Friday before the Super Bowl. The focus of this one is the rivalry between Sonic and Knuckles. One of the highlights is Knuckles riding a snowboard in order to chase down Sonic. Outside of the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games, I don't think we've seen Knuckles snowboarding. I know some of you are probably thinking, what about the Sonic Riders series? To which I say, those are airboards. Anyway, Sonic during this moment calls Knuckles the Winter Soldier.
Oh great, the Winter Soldier!
Since it was established in the first movie that this Sonic loves action movies and comics, it makes sense that he would be a fan of the MCU. Which, funny enough, began at Paramount before Disney bought Marvel. Knuckles catching Sonic at the Wachowski house would have reminded Sonic of the moment the Winter Soldier effortlessly catches Captain America's shield. I'm surprised Sonic did not give Knuckles a food-related nickname like other characters in the past. Another highlight is this scene of Sonic and Knuckles charging at each other at the Master Emerald Chamber. Why is it that whenever Sonic and a rival duke it out, they always power up and proceed on a collision course with one another? Must be Sonic law. Now, to give this scene some possible context, and spoilers in case I get this right, this must be the Hidden Palace Zone moment. For those who don't know, like in the game Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Robotnik and Knuckles team up against Sonic and Tails. Knuckles would antagonize the heroes at various points until the level Hidden Palace Zone, where Sonic and Knuckles would have their climactic duel. Afterwards, Robotnik steals the Master Emerald, and Knuckles realizes he's been tricked and joins the heroes. It looks like something similar might happen here, because a previous trailer had Robotnik grabbing the Master Emerald from its resting place, and it has to have happened after the Sonic and Knuckles fight, as the Emerald is still there. The question remains, will this Knuckles realize he's been duped and join Sonic and Tails in the climax? Possibly. Behind the scenes set photos feature stand-ins of the three, in what appears to be a town that'll be Green Hills in the movie. And I just realized Green Hills will once again be the setting of the climax. Going back to the situation with the Master Emerald, we don't know if this Knuckles is guardian of anything because if you look closely at the Master Emerald Chamber, there are owl statues, implying that the owls were the ones that originally guarded the Emerald. And Sonic's original guardian, Longclaw, was an owl. Looks like we're getting some more movieverse lore, in which I'm all in for. The first movie's opening scene of Sonic, Longclaw, and the Echidna tribe was fascinating, and I'm glad they're giving us more information on Sonic's world, and how it links to Earth. And that's in addition to bringing in more game elements. This brings us to the reveal of a big one. Major spoiler warning here. The thing Sonic and Tails were confronting in their biplane, and possibly the source of the Green Tornado, a gigantic version of the Death Egg robot. No, seriously, this thing is gigantic. No wonder Robotnik needed the Master Emerald to power this thing. I'm of two minds of this. On the one hand, I'm very excited about this climax. The Death Egg robot is one of Robotnik's iconic machines, and to see it in live action is amazing. On the other hand, it kinda loses the surprise factor, unless there is one more surprise in the climax. Maybe involving a certain transformation of Sonic? Not long after the release of the first Super Bowl trailer spot, a contest was announced that will allow people a chance to attend an early screening of the movie. If the Super Bowl coin toss were to land on Tails, the ones running the contest would pick out 50 people that tweeted the phrase Sonic Movie 2 Sweepstakes, and they would get to see an advanced screening. Unfortunately, it landed on heads, so that didn't work out. Though they will find a way to make sure the advanced screening contest will still go on in some fashion. They just pushed the contest into the following weekend, and as of this video's release, the contest is over. I will give props to the marketing team for anticipating the heads outcome because it was declared a Robotnik victory, and we get to see the second Super Bowl trailer spot. The highlight of this trailer is the confirmation that when Robotnik and Knuckles attack Sonic in the Wachowski house, Robotnik is still wearing his tattered flight suit from the end of the first movie. This suggests that 1. Knuckles might have been the one to bring Robotnik back to Earth, and 2. Upon returning to Earth, Robotnik's first order of business is revenge against Sonic. with Knuckles providing some assistance. If you're wondering where Tom and Maddie are, one of the movie's plot threads is them taking a vacation and leaving Sonic home alone. And it just so happens that's when all the stuff with Robotnik goes down. And the clips here of Robotnik breaking into the house kinda have a slasher villain feel to it. But the mood will probably change thanks to the scene of Robotnik chomping down on popcorn while watching Sonic and Knuckles duke it out for the first time. And I've already seen Robotnik chomping on popcorn turn into a meme online. That's the power of Jim Carrey right there. Moving on from the Super Bowl ads, let's talk about the second major thing regarding the Sonic movies. This past Tuesday was a Paramount Pictures investment meeting where they announced a number of projects, and one of those projects is a third Sonic movie. Not only that, they announced a spin-off series on Paramount Plus featuring Knuckles, with Idris Elba set to reprise him. All this and the second movie hasn't even come out yet. That's how confident Paramount is about this budding Sonic cinematic universe. Who could blame them? As I said before, the first movie was a success, and if it wasn't for the initial pandemic lockdowns, it would have made more money at the box office. While I am excited about this as a Sonic fan, I'm also a little worried. Now I am confident the second movie will do well, but there's also the slim chance that it won't, and whenever that happens, projects announced ahead of time will usually get scrapped. As for the development of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I see what they did there. Fans are already speculating on what or who the number 3 represents. Obviously they're basing this on the second movie's title, with the number 2 referencing Tails. I myself will not guess on what the number 3 means, besides it being a third movie. I'm going to wait and see in this instance, but I am wondering, what will the Knuckles series be about? Perhaps it'll expand on the history between the Echidnas and their relationship to the Owls. I am fine for whatever they come up with, as long as a certain Echidna-obsessed writer from the Archie Sonic comics stay as far away from this as possible. Still, to expand the Sonic movieverse lore, I don't think it would have been possible had they kept the original Sonic design. So in the end, I call this a victory for the fans. This brings us to our next Sonic movie related item. A new Sonic 2 movie poster came out this past Thursday, and it looks gorgeous, even if the style is reminiscent of recent superhero action movies, which I think is the point. Some things to note. The poses for Sonic and Tails looks like they're based off official 3D models. There's the blue and red background that invokes the Sonic and Knuckles rivalry, as well as the temple walls having some carvings in it. And lastly, on the left and right of the imposing Jim Carrey Robotnik are more actor names. And the position of the names, in relation to the aforementioned blue and red background, cannot be a coincidence. Now I've seen people wanting Colleen O'Shashini's name on the poster. Put me down as part of that group because, more than likely, Tails will have a bigger role in this movie than the human characters, save Robotnik of course. At the same time, I understand why her name is not on the poster. It comes down to Hollywood politics. The poster is a promotion, and the powers that be want more recognizable names on it. Plus, there's also contracts. At least Movie Sonic's voice actor Ben Schwartz finally got his name on a Sonic movie poster. He wasn't even on the one for the first movie, and he plays the titular character. Again, Hollywood politics. Speaking of promotion, this brings us to the final topic of the video. Recently, IGN had their Fan Fest, in which a segment was dedicated to the Sonic 2 movie. While there was no new trailer footage, it did have the cast and crew answer some questions and share some tidbits about the upcoming film. For example, Colleen explains that this Tails will have his own arc and will not be as developed as the version in the games. Next, Idris Elba explains that he's playing Knuckles as the comically serious. Also, the Echidna will develop a love of ice cream. Now that I think about it, I do recall seeing an ice cream truck in those behind the scenes set photos. The question remains, when does Knuckles develop a taste for ice cream? The only way to find out is to watch the movie, which I will of course. And at the end of the Fan Fest video, it's a nice little monologue by Jim Carrey that, well frankly I cannot put into words what he says about his character Robotnik. If you decide not to watch the Fan Fest video, I understand, but at the very least, check out the Jim Carrey clip. And that's all I have to say about the Sonic Cinematic Universe. I will be seeing the second film when it comes out. Will I talk about it in a future video? Maybe. It'll depend on my mood. In the end, I hope the second movie satisfied me and those who plan on seeing it. With that, have a good day, everyone. Hey everyone, last minute update. They just released new character posters of the Sonic Trio, complete with who voices them. Something tells me someone heard our cries about voice actor recognition.